Have you ever wanted to get out of the hotel and experience Puerto Vallarta like a local? Of course you do! This place has some of the best restaurants in the entire world, every kind of cuisine imaginable. But of course, what are you going to eat when you're in Mexico? Mexican food. So, Vallarta Food Tourists has brought the really popular tourism concept of food tours to Puerto Vallarta, and they've been taking tourists to some of the best hidden restaurants and secret gems all through the city. And today, they've invited us, along with a couple local celebrities, to join in on their tour. So let's go and see what's cooking with Vallarta Food Tourists. So we're here in the main plaza of downtown Puerto Vallarta, and when you're here visiting, you are sure to run into this man, Concepcion. He is very famous in Vallarta. He's always here every day selling tuba out of his little tuba container here. Now what's tuba, you say? It's not an instrument, it's a drink made from sap from palm trees. It sounds a little weird, but I promise you it's absolutely delicious, especially the way the Concepcion makes it, with some purified water, pecans, apples, and his secret addition of strawberries. It is a don't miss, so you look for him, dressed in white, he'll be waiting.
That's where he has purified water, purified ice, and the apple. Now Concepcion is the only one that adds strawberry to his mixture. He's actually the most famous of tuba vendors, and there's only 12 of them around, up and down the Malecon.
One of the best reasons to come out on walking tours in Puerto Vallarta is because you get to see the whole city and get to hear some of the interesting history about the city, how it started just as a little fishing village 100 years ago and how it's grown into one of the premier tourist destinations in the world. And honestly, who doesn't want to go on this walk? So we've been eating our way through Puerto Vallarta today with these two handsome gentlemen that I'm sure a lot of you recognize. They're Derek and Zapper from House Hunters International. They were here last year buying a house in Puerto Vallarta on the really popular HGTV show. And so you guys have been down here now for a few months. How are you liking living in Vallarta?
Love it. You couldn't ask for anything better than Vallarta.
Really? How do you feel? A lot of people still feel nervous about Mexico. You're from San Diego area. How do you feel coming down here as far as security?
I feel a lot safer coming down here than even living in San Diego. The crime rate in San Diego is pretty much non-existent, and same with here. But it seems like every time there's the smallest incident of any kind of crime here, it just gets blown out of proportion. I really feel really safe here.
That's good to hear. I feel that way too. So tell me, you guys have been on the food tour today, and you're the experts, as you have Abby Catering in La Jolla, which is one of the premier catering companies in the city. You're both gourmet chefs. So tell me a little bit about eating in Puerto Vallarta. How do you find the restaurants here?
We just went on the best walking food tour I've ever been to. And we found and discovered so many unique things about Puerto Vallarta we had no idea about. So many unique foods and tastes, and it was just a really exciting day. Really a great way to spend your day in Puerto Vallarta.
That's really great. And you know, a lot of people when they come here are nervous about eating food from the street vendors or drinking the waters or eating the salad. Do you feel those concerns when you're here?
Never. And you know, I tell everybody that I always have here. I mean, there's just nothing to ever be worried about with the water or anything else. I've never had an issue.
That's great. So of everything that you've eaten here today and eaten during your time in Vallarta, what would you say is your favorite dish?
I don't think that's a fair question to ask. It's too hard to pick.
And I know you're just going to say tequila, so I'm not even going to bother.
We had this great fish ceviche from a guy on a bicycle stand on Guillermo and something or other by Trio. And it is the best ceviche I've ever had in my life. It was just outstanding.
Well, that's no surprise because behind us is beautiful Banderas Bay, and here there's amazing quantities of tuna, mahi-mahi, red snapper. The fresh seafood here is really amazing. Well, Derek and Zapper, thank you so much. It's nice to see you back in Vallarta. And thank you everybody for watching, and we hope we see you on a walking tour in Puerto Vallarta really soon. Thank you. Mexicans love candy. They definitely have a sweet tooth. And in Puerto Vallarta, you can find lots of little candy shops, just like this one, that have every kind of confection that you can imagine. And as you can see, Mexican candy doesn't look like the candies that you find at home. We're not talking Snickers and Mars bars. These are all handmade candies. Some of them are very spicy, some of them have tamarindo, which is very common, and they're delicious. So stopping in at one of these candy stores in Vallarta is a great, great way to really experience local flavor and local culture. Let's go see how our tour is doing.